This woke interviewer crossed lines. Watch how Tyson shut him up.
Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Fuck you.
Mike Tyson, the legendary heavyweight champion, shut down a woke interviewer in an explosive interview that left everyone talking. Tyson was promoting his one-man stage show when the conversation took a sharp turn. Instead of focusing on Tyson's achievements and growth, the interviewer brought up his criminal past, implying it could harm Toronto Mayor Rob Ford's reputation. It was a classic attempt to bait Tyson with negativity and controversy. But Tyson wasn't having any of it. Calmly, he called out the interviewer for being negative and disrespectful. When the reporter kept pushing, Tyson delivered a knockout verbal blow, labeling him a piece of garbage and refusing to back down. This wasn't just an interview. It was a lesson in standing your ground. Tyson showed that he's not just a fighter in the ring. He's a man who won't let anyone define him by his past. Meanwhile, the woke interviewer, desperate for a cheap shot, ended up looking petty and outmatched. Another woke interviewer gets to know her place. Things got unexpectedly tense when Dakota Johnson appeared on The Ellen Show for what was supposed to be a lighthearted chat. Instead, it turned into a dramatic exchange that left the audience stunned.
Happy belated birthday. When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of shit about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Of course I like you. You knew I liked you. You've been on the show many times, and don't I show like?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But I did invite you, and you didn't come. So.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody. Ask Jonathan, your producer. Who said you were?
I was
he's
invited?
Right there.
Why didn't I go?
I don't know.
Was it? Oh yeah, I had that thing. It was probably in Malibu. That's too far for me to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. No, I think I do remember I was invited. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ellen, known for her humor and quick wit, opened the conversation by mentioning Dakota's 30th birthday and teasing that she hadn't been invited to the party. But Dakota wasn't about to let that slide. She confidently fired back, stating that Ellen had, in fact, been invited. The audience was immediately hooked as the energy shifted. What happened next was nothing short of fascinating. Ellen, clearly caught off guard, tried to dismiss the claim, but Dakota stood firm, suggesting Ellen confirm the invitation with her team. It was a rare moment of vulnerability for the usually unflappable Ellen, who scrambled to explain why she didn't attend, blaming the party's Malibu location for being too far. While Dakota handled the situation with grace, many viewers felt Ellen's comments were dismissive and even disrespectful. Instead of owning up to her oversight, Ellen shifted the narrative, making the moment about her own convenience rather than celebrating Dakota's milestone. This exchange wasn't just entertaining. It revealed a new side of Ellen, one that critics argue comes off as entitled and dismissive. Dakota, on the other hand, earned praise for standing her ground with charm and poise. The moment has since become one of the most talked about interactions from Ellen's show, with fans taking sides in this unexpected clash. In this case, it was Robert Downey Jr. who took control, shutting down a woke interviewer who crossed the line with personal questions.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
are you? I'm sorry.
It all started when the interviewer, seemingly more interested in Robert's past struggles than his current success, started pushing boundaries. Questions about his relationship with his father, his past addiction, and the dark years that shaped his life were on the table. But instead of letting the interviewer dig deeper, Robert, with calm authority, stopped it in its tracks. As the interviewer asked probing personal questions, insisting on revisiting his painful past, Robert's body language shifted. His face, once open, grew tense. He wasn't here to relive his struggles for the sake of entertainment. And when the interviewer persisted, Robert made it clear he was done. With the flick of a hand, he stood up, ending the conversation on his own terms. No more questions about his demons. No more pressuring him to revisit past pain. The interviewer, stunned and speechless, was left in the dust, realizing they'd crossed the line. This moment wasn't just about Robert Downey Jr. protecting his boundaries. It was a statement to all who think they can pry into someone's life for their own gain. It was a reminder that celebrities, too, have limits. That even though the public loves to dissect their personal lives, there are still moments where privacy and respect take precedence. The interviewer? They misjudged the situation, pushing Robert into a corner he wasn't willing to go. They tried to turn a promotional interview into a deep dive into his darkest days, forgetting that it's not their right to pull someone back into that pain. The interview was meant to promote the film, not to drag Robert through his past struggles for the sake of clicks or shock value. As we wrap up, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this topic? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.